Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of our maths theater. My name is Jimohlukmon. As we all know, we will continue from our last episode, simultaneous equation. We have done substitution method, elimination method. Now we are going to do graphical method. Now to do graphical method, here is the question. And before we can proceed, if it is graphical method, they are going to give us the boundary for x or y, but mostly for x. They can tell you the boundary is from 3 to plus minus 3 to plus 3. That is for x, the boundary of x. How do you do that? It means you are going to draw a table for the two equations x, y. That is, when your x equals to minus 3, you put this down. When your x equals to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. This, for this equation, x plus y is equals to 3. And you do for the other equation when x minus y is equals to 1. You have x, y. Then this one is minus 3 also, minus 2, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, when your x, you can make the y subject the formula down so that it will be easy. That is, x plus y is equals to 3. Your y will be equals to 3 minus x. So yeah, 3 minus 3, that is 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3 will give you what? That is 3 plus 3, that is 6. For when x equals to minus 2, 3 minus 2, that is 3 plus 2, you have what? 5. That is, you can continue this way. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Is it clear? While this one also, when you make your y the subject, so when you make y the subject of formula, s minus y is equals to 1. You can bring your y here, so it will be x minus 1 equals to y. The same thing as y is equals to x minus 1. So yeah, when your x equals to minus 3 minus 1, you have minus 4. Minus 2 minus 1, you have minus 3. Minus 1, you have what? Minus 2. You can see that they are decreasing or they are increasing by 1. So this one will be minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Is it clear? Do you understand? So let's try and form our graph from here. One of the best way to know before we do our graph, so that it will give us less stress, and like we said in maths theater, we look for the easiest way and the best way to solve method. So here now, look at the two tables. Which of the values are the same? Let's look at the table together. Which of the values are the same? When s equals to what? The value that when s is the same thing as this equation and as this equation. Let's look at the value together. For example, this, when s equals to minus 3, this is 6, minus 3, 4. Are they the same thing? Minus 2, 5, minus 2, 3. Are they the same thing? So when you check, they are not the same thing except for one. When s equals to 2 and 1, and when s equals to 2 and 1, it's telling you that it is only 2 and 1 that fit in this equation. So automatically from your table, when you plot your table very well, you will say s is equals to 2 and y is equals to what? Chicken. It's as simple as that. Automatically from your table. Is it clear? Before plotting. Do you understand? Yes. So it means if I give you question, if you can plot your table very well, your graph is just additional mark. Do you understand? Your graph is what? Additional what? So let's draw a graph. Or we should not draw a graph. Let's draw a graph since we know how it works. A marker. So here now, the highest value of 6 is y is 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 1, 2, 3. And here we have 1, minus 2, minus 3. We have minus 4 as the highest value here. So when s, for this equation now, when s equals to minus 3, what is our y? 6. it's around here. Let's use dot. Some people use plus or cross. Anyone, you can decide to use dot. Just make sure it's visible. When s equals to -2, you have 5. You use this. When s equals to -1, you have what? 4. Please look at it for me. When it is 0, you have 3. When it is 1, you have 2. When it is 2, you have 1. And when it is 3, you have what? 0. So it's better you use plus so that it will not be confusing somehow. You can either use plus or times. So when you plot your graph, it has to be linear. That's why we call it linear. It has to be straight. So this line is s plus y is equals to what? Is it clear? So we do for this also. When your s equals to -3, your y is -4 around here. -2, you have -3 around here. -1, you have -2, which is around here. So let's write this -2 here. When s equals to 0, it is what? -1. And when s equals to 1, it is what? When s is equals to 1, y is equals to what? 0. Is it clear? When s equals to 2, y is equals to what? 1. The same thing with this point. When s is equals to 3, y is equals to what? 2 is around here. So when you draw your line, you will notice it's coming like this. Is it clear? There's a point of intersection there. Intersection means where they meet. Where did they meet? Here. And at this point, what is our x? If you trace it down, you have what? S equals to what? 1. No, s is equals to what? Sorry. 2. Y is equals to what?
1.
So if you want to indicate it in your graph, you just have to trace it like this. So the examiner will know to trace it like this, which is the same thing as 2 and 1. So with this episode, sorry we don't have graph to display the way it was, but with this I hope we understand at home how we use graphical method to solve simultaneous equation. Thank you for watching the video. See you next time.
Thank you.
Get out.